I didn't play golf yesterday for what I think is the most frustrating reason I've ever had in my whole life. And we're going to talk about that on today's show.
We have the pain of Tom suffering. Also, we have the joy of you lot wearing our merch. Send us a picture of you wearing our merch. Tag us in on all the socials. And someone will be winning these. Where are they, Tom? Oh, some Pro V1s. All that and more on the way.
It's Monday. We're back to the start of a brand new week. The BMW Championship is over. The only thing that remains on the horizon is the incoming Ryder Cup in Bethpage Black. Inevitably, the golf season is coming to an end, but don't worry, because these goobers will be here forever. Isn't that right, Tom Price? Welcome to Golf Through My Life.
Yes, we are. We're only just getting started, guys. I secretly quite like this time of year because there is an assumption that we can't really be into golf now. The weather isn't pro golf. There aren't any golf events on, and that's really our time to shine. That's our time to glisten, to be the diamond in the turd, and to really get obsessed with golf as we head into the dark months. And then it won't be long before we start saying it's nearly time for the Masters.
Yep. We've already started having meetings on the show, looking at, hashtag year 2026, what's on the horizon, what are we doing? And we were having a chat the other day, and it very quickly got to the point. So that's what we'll do in October, November, December, and then January. And then we'll probably just start talking about Augusta again, won't we?
Just go round again, man.
Go round again.
But that's what's so special about the Ryder Cup, of course, because it is not something that comes around every year. It is every other year. Yep. And, it is going to be a really, really electric Ryder Cup. We've got plans. We've had a meeting. I'm going to
say them.
I think we should, because we need people to listen. We've got men on the ground. We're sending people out there. We found some budget.
Guys, we've got a reporter over in Bethpage Black, who is going to be on the ground every single day reporting live from the Ryder Cup. Not only that, they have got access. I'm not going to say too many details about who it is and what it is and the company, Tom, just in case things go awry.
In case they've got to sign it off. They might have to sign it off with their superiors at their golf magazine.
There is a big golf thing that you will have heard of, and we are teaming up with them to bring you amazing coverage of the Ryder Cup. We've done so much with the majors this year, and we've learned so much, and the feedback from you guys has been amazing, saying that you love the daily pods. So the daily pods will be back.
Can I just say, to be clear, I absolutely hate doing the daily pods, as is a well-known thing. I'm a tired man, and I've always been like this. Don't give me the whole "you're an old man." No. Even from the age of 15, 9 o'clock, Tom's ready for beddy buys. Always been like it. So this is agony for me.
And I want to be clear that I don't view this as work. Really, it's not really work. But there is a point on the Friday night of those daily pods where I go, "What? I've got to do it again on Saturday." And Sunday. Really? Yeah. But the daily pods are back, and we're going really big on the Ryder Cup. So that is really exciting. I think it's going to be the best thing we've done this year in terms of audio.
Okay, that's big. That's a big statement. What, even bigger than my review of Trevose? Okay, fair enough. I am also really pleased and very grateful to the guys who are coming on board to help us, because it'll be nice to have someone on who knows what they're talking about. That's going to feel like new territory for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actual expertise.
We definitely found that in the meeting, didn't we, Tom? When this guy was giving us every detail about every major he'd been to, and it always worries me when they enter what I consider my dark period, which is between my first era of golf when I was a junior golfer and now. So anything that happened around 2014, 2015, it's just a black zone for me. I don't really believe golf existed. And he was playing around in that point, and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about here.
Yeah. It was quite fun just watching you nod off, basically, to catch up with a bit of sleep. So we're very excited about the Ryder Cup. But in the meantime, before we get onto that'll be next week, of course. Gosh, that's an exciting fact, isn't it? The Ryder Cup is next week. You don't get to say that very often.
I don't think it's next week.
It is by the time this comes out. It's Monday morning. It starts next Friday. And this is the hilarious thing about the Ryder Cup. They have loads of practice days, but the tournament doesn't get underway on the Thursday. It starts on the Friday. And actually, there isn't as much golf as there is at a big tournament. So in terms of coverage and things to talk about, for the big guys, for the big channels and stuff, it is a really challenging bit of broadcasting to have to do. A little interesting fact for you.
Yeah, and the good thing for us and you lovely listeners is it is on the East Coast, obviously, because it's in New York. So it's that perfect sort of watching period for us over here.
Yeah.
Because it's not too late. You can sort of get it on in the evening, which is obviously great for us and me and Price, because it means that we won't be up too late. But anyway, listen, the Daily Pod's about. We've got a man on the ground. I'm really excited. I'm also just really excited about what this podcast is going to do next year. Like, we've done so much this year that we've never done before, whether it's the Scotland trip or, signing with Ping. All this stuff has been amazing this year. It looks like next year is only going to be bigger and better. So yeah, we can't wait for you guys to come with us, and thanks for the support on the merch, which is all pretty much sold out now, unless you're a small. So yeah, I mentioned it briefly, Tom, before we started the podcast today. I'm golf frustrated.
Yeah, I know. This is you're about to listen to a golf horror story from Tom Green. This is the nightmare that we've all faced before. And the thing is, what's interesting, in fact, this is a real what would you do? Tom Green, take us through what happened to you yesterday evening, and I'll be interested to hear what the listeners would do in this situation.
Yeah, this is because, anyway, so wife orders new sofa. That's all you need to know. New sofa incoming. And I'm like, right, fine. She knows that I'm back from my radio show at about 2 p.m. every single day. Delivery window, 1 till 3:30.
Bit of a risk with 1 to 2, or was she around for the 1 till 2 element?
No, this is just the way M lives. Some people live this way.
God, she's so like me. That's exactly what I would do. It's exactly
like
what I would
a
do.
laissez-faire attitude where I was like, well, what about the 1 to 2 section? She's like, well, we'll spin the dice. I'm like, don't spin the dice. I hate that. But this is this is quite an insight into my psyche and who I am as a person. Anyway, she says she'll get back from work at about 3 o'clock, and I'm like, great. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sneak away, because I did a load of the packing of the T-shirts on Wednesday for you.
Are those in the post now? They'll
be with you. They should be there by the time this podcast goes live. You should have the T-shirts, I think.
Can I ask for something? And sorry to do a typical Tom Price tangent here, but I would love to see pictures of our listeners wearing the merch whilst listening to the pod. So where are you listening to the pod? Nice picture of you wearing the merch. Send it in, thetoms@golfersruiningmylife.co.uk. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Do you know what, Tom? We'll have a bit of this, actually. Do you know what? This is ad hoc. This is a bit of fun. If you send a photo of yourself listening to the podcast with the T-shirt on and tag Golf is Ruining My Life, at This Is Tom Green. Price, what's yours?
At The Price Tom. Thanks for coming.
Okay, if you do that, we're going to pick someone at random and we'll give you a box of Pro V1s. There you go. Cool.
Stop it.
I'll get your address. I'll ping it over to you.
I want Pro V1s.
I'll send you a box of Pro V1s.
Send them to me. They're great balls.
No. You need to go online, post a photo of you in your T-shirt, listen to the podcast. We'll pick someone at random and I'll send you a box of Pro V1s. Nice.
Tag everything. Hashtag everything. That is. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
This is potentially award-winning stuff here. Okay, fine. Meanwhile, back at the story.
Back to the sofa. So, oh God. Right. So,
can I just say, did you want a sofa?
Yeah, this is so boring. We've rearranged the lounge, and frankly, it looks better.
Fine.
It looks better.
Okay. All right, good.
And we actually, it's quite hard with our house. We live in a little cottage. To get a load of seating space, we've arranged it. It's sort of unlocked more seating space in like a sort of Narnia way. Who even knew it was there? Yeah, so anyway, new sofa. It turns out. Ed will be back at 3. Cool. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get home. I'm instantly going to go to the post office and drop everyone's stuff off because it's all packaged. So I'll go and get all the teas off. Done. Get home. Get changed. While I'm getting changed, the sofa will turn up. I'll go and play golf at 4 p.m.
Wonderful. So you get some golf in the diary.
And also 4 p.m. You are getting to that point now. 7:30. It's eggy. It's a little eggy already.
You're looking at 7s now. You're nearly at 7s. It's awful.
Driver. I'll be there at 4, between 3 and 4. Perfect. Call him at 3:45. Yeah, mate, it's going to be another 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, good heavens above.
But I lose my head. My head goes. All I want to do is go and play some golf. Yeah. We've had a rich vein of form this year. That went away. I played a lovely round the other day. I think I shot like an 82 with my mate. I was really happy. And it's like, right, it's time to get carding again. I'm playing my mate Rich. He's a member. We'll be able to card. Bish, bash, bosh. Sofa doesn't turn up till 5:30. I have a strop and order a Chinese.
Now, were you standing like a sort of toddler excited for the first day back at school? Were you standing at the door with your golf clubs and everything ready to go from like 3 onwards, basically?
No, because I know my own mental health. And I
Nice.
knew
Good.
that if I'd got ready and then I couldn't go, it would be above 3 Coronas and a Chinese, which is what we got to. It was hit the emergency alarm, 3 Coronas and a Chinese and a Charlie Sheen documentary. If I'd got ready, I don't know where that would have ended.
Yeah.
I might have ended up like Charlie Sheen on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, one day someone will be watching a Tom Green documentary about the time he went Tonto because the sofa didn't arrive.
Because the sofa didn't turn up and he couldn't play 18 holes.
Did you have to, this is the awful bit, did you have to message Rich and go, sorry, mate, I can't come out to play. My mum's ordered a sofa. I've got to wait.
Yeah. He's like, you might be able to join me on the back 9. I was like, I'll try. And it just couldn't happen. And there was that going on. We are now, and obviously that's not an issue that will affect you, the lovely listener, but you'll have similar stories, won't you, of things that happen in your life like that. But it was also battling yesterday the on and off rain. That's bad. That's a factor in our golf again.
Quite heavy. Quite heavy. There was some great footage of Trevose on their Instagram. Go and give them a follow of very, very heavy rain down there, and everyone running in and sort of huddled under which I always quite enjoy. You know, that sort of quite cozy feeling of hiding from it, and then the reality dawns that the golf club's saturated. You can't play on the course. Awful.
I love the feeling of it when I'm at home or have had a round of golf and it's done.
Wonderful.
But trying to thread the needle now is a little annoying between the weather and whatever. But it's quite nice to see the golf course bounce back so quickly because we're back to lush at our place now. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's looking green. There's actually some grass on one of the fairways at my place. I think it's the 5th. There's got a bit of grass in there now.
Oh, gorgeous.
I feel very strongly about this, Tom, because this is a dividing line between you and me, because I'm a deeply selfish man. I would have gone. I would have said, sorry, sofa guys, you're going to have to redeliver. My other half will take the hit. She's imposed this on me. This is no choice of mine. I've got golf. And then, do you know what I'd have done? No, you did the right thing, Tom. Let me tell you why. Because then I'd have done one of the worst things in the world. And we have all done this, right? We've all had this round of golf. Guilt golf.
Right.
There's nothing. It is the worst type of golf imaginable. When you shuffle the diary slightly aggressively, you neglect family members, maybe you leave a small child at home alone. I definitely would never do that. It's actually illegal. But you do all these things and go, right, I'm really going to play. And then you get on the course and go, why have I done this? This wasn't worth it. I feel terrible just for being here. And then you start to play badly. And then you think, well, now I'm playing badly. And my wife is literally on the phone to a divorce lawyer. But I would have done it. I would have done it. I would have sacked off the sofa. So you every time you look at that sofa, every time you sit on that sofa, you can think, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
I think for me the reason, and we've not had a sitting on the psychologist sofa episode for a while, but I think the reason that I don't do that is because my brain instantly goes to the next step after that, which is there's going to be a redelivery fee. I'm married, so although that might come out of Em's bank account, it's really all our money, isn't it? And so 50% that's my money. Pay for a redelivery fee just because I wouldn't wait another half an hour seems ridiculous.
No, it's the right thing to do, but it's stressful at the moment because, as you point out, this time of year, every bit of golf is precious. I played with some dads on Saturday up at my place, and we sat out on the terrace afterwards, and it was a really lovely evening. But it had been rainy before; it was rainy subsequently, and we all said, "Not many of these now, guys." So I think a Saturday in September golfing into the evening is a precious thing because they are, and it's slightly mawkish, but it's fine. But they are dwindling.
Yes, but it's quite nice that, as you say, though, isn't it? Because you start to value a little bit more. And we're not in those days of summer anymore where you can just go and play golf and the weather will be good and you've got it whenever you want it. You want a little late night 18, you got it. You want an early morning 18, you got it. The weather's there. Yeah, you don't really have that anymore. And so because of this, I have got some friends coming down this weekend. Lovely Matt and April. Matt doesn't really like golf. He doesn't really care. We are playing 9. I forced that. It was clear on the WhatsApp he didn't want to play golf, right? But I did not let that stop me.
So you're going to play 9 holes with someone who doesn't like golf. That's interesting. That's an interesting thing.
He would never listen to this podcast. Let's put it that way. He doesn't
like golf, Tom. He doesn't like golf.
Well,
if he likes sofa logistics, he should listen.
Oh, God, it's a podcast for him. If he likes fish logistics, see last week's episode or the week before. But he's a casual golfer. He's the corporate day man. He played on my wedding day. You know, he'll get the golf. He's got a set of golf clubs.
Right.
But he's not that bothered. But because I've been killed by sofa logistics, I will force golf into this weekend, whether he likes it or not.
Can we call today's episode "Golf is Murdered by Sofa Logistics"? Can we call it that? I think we should. I also think we need time for products, guys, because it's not just sofas out there. There's all sorts of things you can spend money on. So should we have a little dip? Should we have a little look and swim around the product waters?
If this is a sofa ad, I'm going to lose my mind.
DFS sales on now.
If this is DFS, I'm going to flip the desk.
Oh, yes, please.
Here's some lovely adverts. Welcome back to Sofas Are Ruining My Life. This is your favourite golf podcast. That's been my sort of frustrating week. And the really annoying thing, Tom, is, and this is the double killer, and we've all had moments like this, I've got Arcos sitting on the side, and I just want to install it.
Now, we had a meeting with the guys at Arcos, and the person we spoke to calls it Arcos. So I knew
I was saying it wrong.
Well, no, I don't know if we're saying, because they are American. So Arcos or Arcos. Arcos. So I'm going to stick with Arcos because I think I'm pretty glamorous and American. But Arcos is there. It's on the sticks. It's ready to go. I wanted to very quickly, Tom, just pick up on something we were talking about before the products, which is, taking your mate Matt out for a round of golf he doesn't want to go on. I just want to say, which is great. I just want to say, there's a few times I've seen people taking their other halves out on the golf course recently. Maybe it's a time of year thing, and I'll be honest. There's a gender thing going on here. It is often men with their girlfriends, and I remembered a time, and this is not that. I took my mum out on the golf course with me. I got her in the buggy, right? I hired a buggy, right? And then I was like, why don't you just sit in the buggy and I'll play golf? Do you know what? It was flipping great, because every time she started saying something boring, I'd jump out and go and hit a shot and reset the conversation. It was the most... And so she felt like she spent quality time with me. I felt like I'd edited the more, dull moments. I didn't really need to know about Judy's new job at the charity shop. And it worked very well. And I just thought that's a nice thing to do. And if you get a chance to do that, good on you.
Yeah, taking another person who's not in golf out on the golf course. I've done it. Me and Em did it.
Yeah,
I think you only get, in my opinion, one shot at it, maybe two. Because what they very quickly realise is it's actually a really long time, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it's not that interesting. Em and I have done it a handful of times. My favourite one was when I took, this is in my Florida golf days.
Yeah.
Just some of my favourite golf days when I was a junior golfer. My uncle played, both my uncles played, and my dad...
Is this the uncle off the cigarettes uncle?
Cigarettes. A great uncle, I think.
Okay.
Great uncle.
He's a wonderful uncle. Yeah.
He's a lovely, tall man, great golfer. Smoke on the golf course. Bring memories. And Uncle John, the guy that got the albatross, came to our live event. They both play golf. Dad, not a golfer, comes out and plays golf with us. Quite a funny experience watching someone that doesn't play golf try and play golf. He was teeing it up in the fairway, and we should have let him get away with it. Let him get away with it.
Why not? When in Florida, Just let them on. But it's an odd moment, isn't it, when people sort of... In fact, there was quite a good Insta video of a guy going, I've never played before, and I'm going to shoot under 100, I reckon. And he shot something like 160. It was amazing. But this idea of heading out onto the course when you have absolutely no experience, when you consider how much time we spend talking to and getting emails from people who are just starting out, and they're like, when do I do my first 9 on the main course? How do I feel about it? I don't want to get in the way. And then you get some people who just have this absolute sense of, well, I'll just go out there and hit some balls and see you out there. And it's like, wow, how do you do that?
Yeah, and just have a go. Absolutely no fear, because it's probably their naivety to how horrible golf people can be. It's almost like the more knowledge you have about golfers and this sport, the more you realise, I probably want to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing before I go, because you are going to come across some. Let's be honest. Let's just say how it is.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's true. It's true, and we have to address that. It's changing. A number of times I caveat that when people say to me, "Oh, you're into golf, aren't you? Isn't it full of fusty old?" Oh no, it's changing. Can I tell you something which is ridiculous that I've got to do today, Tom? Ridiculous.
As long as it's not sofa related, yes.
No, but it's faintly logistical, and it is definitely golf related. So thanks to the Discord, which you all need to join, I have finally shifted my Titleist carry bag.
He hasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he hasn't. Please say you've given it away for free.
Yeah, of course.
Because you've trying to shift that for so long.
Yeah.
And I know some of the guys in the Discord were keen.
Yeah, well, someone's getting it. Now, it's a big cart bag. It's a big cart bag, which is why I need to shift it, because it turns out when my in-laws come to stay in the spare room, they don't want a cart bag right next to their bedside light, which I think is rude. So, and it's in very good nick. So I'm taking it into work with me today. Taking it into where we work, right? Which is central London, Euston. Now, those of you who are into this sort of stuff will know that today is a strike day, as I understand it. Okay. So I am going to have to somehow get a empty, admittedly, but very large cart bag on a lime bike is what I'm thinking at the moment. So if you see a man probably on the road strewn everywhere with a cart bag, that's me, hi. If you see me on a lime bike, do you think a cart bag will fit in the basket in the front? I don't know.
No, Christ, no. You're going to have it on your back. But the question is, does a cart bag have... My pin cart bag, which I love, has a big strap on it. So you can...
Big strap on.
Yeah.
It's got a big strap on. Yeah, sorry. But what I've particularly enjoyed about this, and I've forgotten the name of the guy, which is probably for the best because we should all stay anonymous on this show. But the chap on Discord who's getting it, I said, listen, I really need to get rid of this, but I need to do it soon, okay? And he said, fine. I'm 2 hours away from London. I was like, right, okay. But my girlfriend's having a girly weekend with her gal pals in London.
Sure. Okay.
On this weekend coming, right? And he said, I'm going to speak to her. Give me a couple of days. And he comes back to me and says, yeah, it's all organised. So tomorrow, this person who has no interest in golf whatsoever is going to arrive at the reception to where we work, pick up an empty Titleist golf bag, and then presumably have to incorporate that into her girly weekend, which I just think that golf bag was never destined to, go to the places where they're going, to be on the train while they're all on the margaritas. Who knows what they're going to be drinking. She's going to be there. It's going to be such a weird thing to see a big, massive Titleist bag being dragged by this girlfriend of a guy who...
hilarious.
He's a lucky boy, because I can tell you my wife, and I think Em's probably the same.
Em would not do this.
My wife, if she was away with her girlfriends on some lovely weekend... she's got the train down to Florence with Lydia and Marianne. While you're there, could you pick up a golf bag for me and bring it back on the train? It's not going to happen.
This is giving me the same sort of energy as, when planes come to the end of their lives and they get reused for something and they become like a quirky Airbnb.
Yeah,
and I bet the plane never thought that it would find itself in this scenario.
Yeah.
What a journey. What a sort of weird Viking burial in a way.
I know.
For the golfer. The only advantage is knowing Em and knowing the amount of stuff she has in her handbag. Luckily now, this bag will have enough pockets to contain all the things she needs.
Yes, that's
think of all the space.
There's almost an argument that it's some sort of hipster's handbag now, and because it's got so many pockets in, she'll be like, "Yeah, that's where I keep my makeup in the side bit." That's a very good point.
Where the balls used to be.
I'm going to, and that's the other thing as well. I probably do need to clean it out at some stage because
there'll be a sandwich in there somewhere, won't there?
Yeah. I've discovered when I go through my golf bag. Do you know what really? I don't know why I do this, but I hoard snapped wooden tees, thinking they'll go again as a par 3 tee option.
Yeah, don't we all? We all have that naive positivity.
Hundreds of them. And that's why I got the splinter when I put my hand in the bag. All these broken tees everywhere. Like, we're talking 15, 20, 30 snapped wooden tees. It's demented.
Just discard them, Tom. You're never going to use them. You're never going to... And I know we've touched on this before. I don't know whether you did this TikTok video about this. But... The worst pain you can have in golf is when you put your hand in the bag and then you get the nib, the little lead nib of a pencil up your fingernail. I actually think you found a level above that, which is the splinter from the tee up the fingernail. That is arguably far, far, far worse. We do need to discard them. I want to mention something quickly that I saw online yesterday that I think would be a really interesting thing to do. So there was a guy in America, and it was a company, and what they do is they have, the idea of like Anytime Fitness, those gyms, or like maybe like a I can't remember. Anytime Fitness is probably the best example. Which means you can go
quite cheap and cheerful.
a day. cheap and cheerful. You can go 24 hours a day. You just put your code into the little thing. The door opens. You're gymming at 4 a.m. Have a lovely time. Enjoy it.
Enjoy your nervous breakdown. Yeah, brilliant.
Exactly. There is a place in America that has the golfing simulator equivalent to that. It's a little beep, 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 beep. You go into what looks like a hangar style vibe, and there's loads of bays, all with TrackMan. Off you go. Now, I think there's space for this in the UK, and what I want to do
definitely,
because I love pitch. Don't get me wrong, I love pitch, right?
Yeah.
We love those guys over there. It's almost like the Soho House of golf. It's fancy, but it's expensive. Okay, let's not try and get away with that. It's not cheap over there. I would love to have cheap hangar style TrackMan bays where you've got 40 of them or whatever. You can go whenever you want and you can hit golf balls and you can have some fun. And it should hopefully bring the cost down, because yesterday, for example, with Sofagate, I couldn't go and play golf because it was too many logistics. It was wet. It was over here. It was blah, 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 blah. Whereas if I could just go and jump on a TrackMan and have an hour, I'd do it.
You know what? You know who should do it? Especially where you are in Saint A, right? Lots of nice pubs. A lot of those pubs have got car parks, and they've got sort of, I don't know, maybe a smoking area. They often have those sort of covered garagey type areas, right? Yeah. Stick them in there. I tell you who'll make a fortune. The person who works out a business model where they say to a pub, we'll go halves on the cost and then we'll share the profit, and we will install a TrackMan bay in your back garden at your pub, right? Just get rid of the kids' playground bit. Don't need that.
No one cares.
You know, and we'll stick one of those in there, and you'd be really, and then you'd get an app where there's like a network of them, and you could just nip over. So would that satisfy you then to go over to the TrackMan for an hour?
Oh yeah, 100%. I just wanted to hit golf balls. Yeah. I need to keep swinging. If I'm not swinging loads, if I'm not feeling a club in my hand, that's when things are going to start going wrong for me, and that's what I need to not allow to happen. So going over to a TrackMan bay and jumping on the range for a bit, and then go, do you know what? I'll go and play the front 9 at the old course or whatever, and then playing round that course would have given me enough golf yesterday. But the problem is all these memberships are hundreds of pounds a month.
Are they to join places like Pitch and stuff like that? They're that expensive.
I think so. Yeah, I think
so. The key thing here is the you can just pitch up and play.
Yeah, what you want is the hangar style thing, because you want them to be able to do. We've done a mad deal with TrackMan where we've got 40 bays, because this is what I didn't, because this one in America didn't have, it had some but not loads, and when the guy was filming there was no one there. But what you don't want is to have the whole, someone's booked it, so I can't. You want to just be able to rock up and go, I'm going to hit some golf balls here. So you need a load of bays, and it needs to be in a big hangar style thing in the middle of nowhere. That's why it wouldn't work in London, but would more work where I live. But when I had my UK stag do and it was rained off, this is the best advert for golf bay for golf simulators I've ever heard. It was amazing.
Incredible.
We found out the day before that it was going to absolutely bucket it down. We called a golf sim bay in Polton in the northwest of England.
God bless them.
And they were like, he was like, yeah. He was like, we're open at 9 a.m. Mad. And all the bays are free until lunchtime. So we booked both bays for 4 hours. There was a bar there. We got on the booze. We got playing some simulated golf and had an absolutely epic time. I get it. And I think you can get membership for those sort of places. Maybe this is more of a below Watford issue, Tom. Maybe we've got to look at ourselves here.
Yeah, that's possibly the case. It is because space is at such a premium, isn't it? That's the thing. I still would just go. I'd go traditional range. I would, and I've been thinking about this recently, I need to just go and practice. I need to go to the range and hit golf balls and try and sort of, as you say, not lose, because it feels like when you're in good form, when the rich vein is there, it's because you're holding 5 thoughts, 5 swing moments are just there in your body. And I would say you lose one of those for every 3 or 4 days you don't play golf. So within 5-6 weeks, they've all gone, and it just feels like you're starting again.
The thing that you have as well is you have all those swing thoughts in your mind. But I got to this weird point where when I sit in my desk at work, right? So then I get behind the radio desk and the mic's there. I've done this job since I was 12, right? That's all I've ever done. It feels the most natural thing in the world for me to be there, right? I love it. It feels at home. There was a point where I was playing so much golf that standing on the first at my place with a 7-wood in my hand, felt almost as natural as that. There was no nerves because it was so mundane. It was so everyday.
Yeah, that's where you want to be. You want to take all the joy out of it. But that's often the case, isn't it? That's often the balance that you've got to find, is where I'm still got the excitement and the frisson and the kind of, oh my God, the fizz of playing golf. Because I can remember playing golf with my mate James years ago, where I wasn't playing as much because my kids were younger. So when we got a window where we played, I couldn't sleep the night before.
Yeah, he's excited, yeah.
Oh my God, I couldn't sleep. And I was literally bouncing up and down like a toddler. And you want to retain some of that childlike enthusiasm for the sport, but you want to be playing enough where you can be good. It's a difficult needle to thread.
But it is nice, though, as you said, as we sort of go full circle to what we said earlier, it's nice that we're now back in that time of year where I do feel the excitement. I had the thing that I wanted removed from me yesterday. Yeah. Which means that I want it more than ever. I want to go and play golf. And that's what we have now. Between now and, unfortunately, April next year, we've got the sort of, you're not going to get every round away because the weather's going to get in the way. So when you can go out there, you do get that sort of, oh God, this is brilliant. It was so nice to be, when I played on, what day was it? Saturday last week, the first round, because I've not played in a while. It was just nice to be back. I just thought I'm not working.
Love that. Exactly. But you have to have that. But at the same time, I have to have, it's nice to also be getting my 7th par in a row. You have to have both of those things. Both those things.
Yeah.
Look, we're done. Anyway. We're at time, Tom Green. It's happened. We've finished. I mean, what a meander we've had. And I can't believe we're giving away golf balls. It's huge.
Let's remember that if you go and tag us in a photo with you in the merch, listening to the podcast,
Tell the followers as well. Follow us at The Price Tom. At what is it? This is Tom Green.
At The Price Tom. At This is Tom Green. Maybe you'll get some extra sort of. Maybe there's more chance of winning if you follow us both. I don't know. I don't know. It almost definitely is. And we'll see. I might throw some other bits in there as well. There's bits. We've got bits knocking about.
He's got waving gloves at them. Oh God.
Right. Yes, we've got stuff. So we'll see you next time for more of this. This felt like a more. Old school episode of Golf Is Ruining My Life, Tom. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, content light. Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Yeah.
No, it's great. It's great. Wonder.
Oh, it's a lovely, gentle, meandering stream, which is now
Join the Discord. Go and buy some of the tees. There's a couple of hoodies still available, actually. Actually, a couple of mediums still knocking about, which is mad. Okay. So if you're a medium and you want that, join the Discord. Check the YouTube channel. We'll see you next time. Whatever. What was it?
It happened. Bye.
Bye.